I have been a purebred cord cutter for well over a decade. I mean, I haven't had cable television in forever, but like a lot of cutters, I've had one last remaining umbilical cord to that cable world, and that has been one of the streaming suppliers. You know the ones I'm talking about: Sling TV. What's another one? The Direct TV service, Hulu Plus TV, or in my case, YouTube TV. I pay for YouTube TV so I can tune in on the odd occasion that I want to watch live broadcast events. Here's the problem though: YouTube TV's gotten really expensive.
Really expensive.
Really expensive, like getting close to $100 a month. And I am realizing more and more the 97% of this time that I do turn on YouTube TV, which isn't often, is usually to watch live sports, normally on ESPN. But in yet another carriage battle coming, this report in CNBC, Disney is now warning that ESPN and their other networks may go out on YouTube TV at the end of the month. The article goes on to say this. As I get down to the actual article, there it is. In just a month after reaching an agreement with NBC Universal to avoid dropping its networks, YouTube TV has another potential blackout on its hands, this time with Disney. Disney said Thursday that it would begin running public messages for YouTube TV subscribers. They did, to alert customers that the company's networks, including ABC and ESPN, will be dropped from the service if the two sides can't reach a new distribution agreement, which expires a week from now, October 30th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. This is the latest example of Google exploiting its position at the expense of their own customers, a Disney spokesperson said in a statement. If we don't reach a fair deal soon, YouTube TV customers will lose access to ESPN and ABC and all our marquee programming, including the NFL, college football, NBA, and NHL seasons, and so much more, and so on and so forth. So look, this sort of a fight between YouTube TV and some kind of provider is not new. We've seen this happen before. Like the article just mentioned, we just had one with Comcast, NBC, Universal's networks. They finally got a deal done there. And I suspect a deal will get done now between Disney and YouTube TV. But there's a couple of really funny things at play here that make this interesting. Number one is the fact that ESPN now has its own, that they're putting a lot of energy and effort, this new big standalone service that they're doing, Rob. I think, Rob, you've seen this, that they've been advertising this. They desperately really want to push people to that dedicated service.
Yes, they do. And I
so,
get it.
Yeah. So they're in a position where they don't need YouTube TV as much as they think YouTube TV needs them. And to that point, that brings up the second observation here, Rob. If ESPN isn't on YouTube TV, why do I have YouTube TV? And again, I'm just speaking for myself here, guys. Like, you may all have different viewing patterns. But for me, on the rare occasion that I do open YouTube TV, 90 to 97% of the time that I'm opening YouTube TV is just to watch live sports. Anything else that I could watch on there, I usually watch on one of the streaming networks, one of the streaming providers. Like Chicago PD. Chicago PD is a show that I watch. Ask me the last time I actually turned on NBC to watch Chicago PD. I don't think I ever have once in my life. And I've been watching this show for years. Every time I've watched Chicago PD, it's either been on Hulu or it's been on the Peacock app. That's where I've watched it. I don't watch it on like live on cable via YouTube TV. I just don't. And I don't think I'm alone. I think there are probably a lot of people like me. Not everybody's a sports fan, granted, but I think there are a lot of people who are like me, Rob, in the sense that the only reason I have YouTube TV is for ESPN. And with it getting more and more expensive, if they lose ESPN, not even to mention, ABC and the other stuff, which I never watch ABC stuff either on there, because I'll either watch that on Hulu afterwards or whatever. But I have to question, Rob, why am I paying almost $100 a month for something I
Uh-huh.
hardly ever watch? And you're taking away or losing the thing that on the rare occasion I watch for. So
Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Zapier. You know, one of the biggest game changers of the past year has been AI. But let's be real, just talking about AI doesn't actually make your day any more productive. What does make it more productive is finding tools to put AI to work for you. And that's where Zapier comes in. Zapier is the easiest way to take AI and plug it directly into the apps and processes that you're already using every day. No IT bottlenecks, no complexity, just results. For me, it's been about saving time on repetitive stuff so I can focus on the work that matters and I actually enjoy. And it's not just me. Over 3.4 million companies are already using Zapier to streamline everything from sales and marketing to IT and HR. With their AI orchestration platform, you can connect top AI models like ChatGPT or Claude right into the apps you already use. So whether it's automatically enriching leads, coaching your sales team, or even resolving IT tickets, Zapier makes it simple. Guys, join the 3.4 million companies already automating with Zapier and transform how you work with Zapier and AI. Get started for free by visiting zapier.com/Campea. That's zapier.com/Campea.
I don't know, Rob, you've seen this situation unfolding here. What's your take on it?
Well, look, everybody wants to get money. And I too, like, I look at YouTube TV and every time it subtracts what, $75 from my account, I'm like, what am I paying
Oh,
for?
it's more than that now. It's
Yeah,
more than that now.
I mean, I look at this and I think I don't use it nearly enough to justify this expense. And I think that and John, you and I work for YouTube. I mean, you think that they would give us a little advantage, maybe a little discount, huh? Creating programming, but no. Again, I feel that wherever you turn, everybody wants their exclusivity and everybody wants that sweet subscription cheddar because they can use those numbers to borrow money, they can use those numbers to get investment. I mean, every time you subscribe to something, you're giving a company something. You're giving your subscription dollars, your guarantee. They use that as a guarantee to show other people, look at how much money we're making. And I feel that what do we get back for that? Sure, we get to watch things, but that's a lot of money that we're giving to people. And like you said, you want to watch ESPN, and that at the same time, if is their dedicated version of that going to be better than YouTube TV? You want to go to the best place possible. And how do you know? Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's a consumer, a consumer protection bureau. There needs to be a place where we can go, look, what should you do? What should we do as consumers? Where should we put our dollars? If you want to watch sports, where's the best deal? I don't know. I just know that lots of money gets taken out of my account more every day.
I have several financial principles I live by. Never buy. Yeah, I never buy anything on credit. If I have this rule for myself, I made a video about it once. If I can't buy something straight up in cash, that means I can't afford it and I don't get it. That includes computers I get. That includes a car when I buy a car. If I can't pay for it straight up and outright in cash, that means I can't afford it and I don't get it. I have certain financial principles I live by. One of the financial principles I try to live by is this. Spend your money on the things you use the most and try to limit the money on the things you use the least. So that's often, Rob, why I say, like, when we get into the discussion about the cost of Netflix or the cost of HBO Max, I always start off those conversations saying, hey, listen, how much Netflix costs is actually still a good value proposition. You want to know why? Because for under $20 a month, I spend a hell of a lot of hours every month watching it.
Sure.
So I don't mind spending my money on something I'm using a lot of. But Netflix is around $20. And I watch it, Rob, I don't think it's hyperbole to say, I watch Netflix 10, 15 times more than I watch YouTube TV. And yet I'm spending 4 times as much on YouTube TV, and I just have to start asking myself the question, am I spending my money on the things that I use the most? And clearly
100%.
the answer is no. So I don't know that I've been a YouTube TV customer for a long time, but I don't think it's long for my world much longer. I think I'm going to have to dump it. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think of this little story about the fact that Disney's saying they may be pulling ESPN off YouTube TV Plus? And for those of you that do use YouTube TV, is it even still worth having it? Even if ESPN is still on their service, is it worth having anymore? I simply don't use it enough. I'm not saying it's a bad service. I'm not saying it's a bad service at all. As a matter of fact, YouTube TV is a great service. But for how much it costs and for how much I actually use it, that ratio seems really out of whack. I don't know, guys. However you feel about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.